morning I woke up with an urge to create something, but I just needed a little bit of creative love. Sometimes creative love is hard to find, and today's video is in partnership with Atelier Cologne, and I am focusing on the Love Osmanthus scent. This unisex fragrance has a delicate blend of mythical flowers and exotic citrus fruits such as Italian lemon with just a hint of cedar for warmth. Once I smell this fragrance, I am taken back to a trip to Italy that I absolutely loved. I toured huge gardens, encased in lemon trees, and spent long nights out with my friends, and today I'm going to be using my trip to Italy alongside the Love Osmanthus Cologne by Atelier to spark my creativity. I have a few ideas that I think you are really going to enjoy on how to rework any of your old t-shirts, and I'm actually drawing inspiration directly from the fragrance for all three projects today. And not to mention, all of these shirts are unisex, just like the fragrance. Grab yourself a 100% cotton t-shirt for this project, as we are going to be creating our own natural citrus dye. The Love Osmanthus fragrance is composed of 93% natural origin ingredients, so I figured creating a natural dye from citrus fruits, which are also a prominent note in the fragrance, would be a nice little twist on your traditional tie-dye t-shirt. I peeled 2 lemons and 2 oranges by hand, and I'm just going to be adding those to a pot along with 2 cups of water. And we're actually going to be simmering this on the stovetop for about 30 minutes or so just to pull the colors from the orange and lemon. And I also suggest adding a little bit of turmeric to the mix, which is just going to brighten the color in the end. After about 30 minutes of simmering on the stovetop, you're going to want to strain your mixture and remove the peels from the liquid. This is going to be our dye. Twist up your t-shirt from the center for a center spiral tie-dye look. And I also used some cotton twine just to secure this down. Pour your natural dye over the top of your t-shirt and let this sit for about an hour or so. This is going to really allow the pigment to soak into the t-shirt, and once you're done, you can actually unravel or undo your string to reveal your new tie-dye shirt. I let this dry overnight in the air, and then I washed it and dried it prior to wearing it. Flowers are one of my favorite motifs to embroider, so I grabbed some colors that I really liked and looked up a photo of osmanthus flowers for reference. I drew the flower design onto the neckline of a t-shirt, and the osmanthus flower is composed of just 4 petals and 3 little balls right into the center of the flower, which make up the complete flower. I ended up using embroidery floss and splitting it down the center so I had a more delicate floss to work with while embroidering. Go from the back side up to the front, and then back through to the back side to create your first stitch. Follow this process around the entire exterior edge of your flower shape that you firstly drew with a pencil, and once you reach the end, you'll have a flower shape like this. I repeated this process around the entire neckline using 3 different shades of a light yellow color and a creamy white tone. To create the center of your flowers, you're going to grab some darker embroidery floss and thread from the back to the front. Then you're going to create a knot, just a single knot, by wrapping the floss around itself. Put your needle through the loop before, that way you're able to pull the knot down to the surface of the t-shirt and pull your needle out, and then sew right back down at the bottom, and that's going to be the center of your flower. You can add 2, 3, or 1 depending on the size. Some of them I only added 1 like this one here, but in the end it ended up looking so cute, and I'm really, really excited to be wearing this t-shirt. Something that I didn't know is that you can actually paint directly on top of a shirt with just plain acrylic paint, and you can heat set it using a bit of parchment paper and iron, which sets it for life and actually is able to have it be washed, which is amazing. So I actually grabbed some bright blue paint, and I'm going to be creating a collection of paint strokes and kind of like a little abstract art piece on the front of my t-shirt. But let your creativity go wild, because you can do so many fun things with paint and a simple t-shirt. Atelier Cologne uses blue as a signature shade, and I personally am a huge fan of blue, so I figured it was a great mix for this t-shirt. Once I added all of the stripes I liked, I also wanted to add some detail lines with a bit of black acrylic paint, so I went in and added a couple lines both vertically and horizontally. And I also added just a touch of white in the same direction. I broke up our horizontal lines with a couple of vertical lines, and once you're done with your design, just let it dry overnight and then heat set it with parchment paper and an iron, and you are good to go. I'm really happy with the outcome of all of these t-shirts, and I hope that it gave you some inspiration as well to find your own creative love. Every time I put one of these t-shirts on, it's honestly going to remind me of my favorite trip to Italy, which sparks so much joy. And I really want to thank Atelier Cologne for letting me create such an inspirational video, not only for myself, but also for you. Use the link in the description box below for all the information on the Love Osmanthus fragrance, and find your own creative love. Bye guys.